What's the hurry? Fascinating. Fascinating. What's the hurry? Catch the wind. What's the hurry? Catch the wind.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Ah, what trinkets have we here? Pre- Yeah! Skyward!
Ah! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Hiya! Hey there! Hey there! Hiya! A proper send-off from the speed.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it! Dodge this! Ah! Quite the find. What's the hurry?
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the dragon of old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not, I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
Question 1. Who is it?
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots. And the trusty travel guide pixie. Travel guide.
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
What? A barefaced lie.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Please try to avoid being...
Question 3. Which is more real? The
Hear, hear! Who can be sure? There is no way to know.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
Do we really need this one?
The Traveller Marquis draws a design that is practical and aesthetically pleasing in equal measure. One thing it is not, however, is correct. I think you should take another look at Bobarano's family crest and have another go.
Now, let me...
What elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to con.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my
What? Oh,
Given that my clan... It seems likely...
Boberano.
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was whichever one I guessed, I was. But then, I learned. Oh, don't mind, Fox.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open...
Cool. Well,
Guess I'll take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
Skyward! Scatter!
catch the wind.
Skyward! Scatter!
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Wait, but wasn't Kappei's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappei's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all. Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is growth serum.
What's sympathetic about that?
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny. So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they set the dragon down, calmly explained their perspective, and eventually taught it how to empathize. The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make...
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could...
Everyone, I have returned. I come with the long-awaited mark...
Well, we weren't told anything.
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured. If you're just looking for a way in, why not consider taking the path on your left?
Why is my own clan treating me like a villain?
You've been away too long. We all have. It feels like we've been waiting forever.
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? We'll never find the Oracle pillars and all.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue.
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys have a...
Over here! Yes! Keep the noise down! We don't want to alert the guard. I'll go keep watch.
Can't you destroy the boxes a little more quietly?
Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty? Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty?
This is the last one. The signature.
Just as we
I get you. It's like in, but by the time book.
A brief moment of anyone?
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but so Paimon was.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. The problem is, all three
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone, to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Why'd they ring the bell anyway? Also, why is one ring the highest level of...
They're outside! After them!
We'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in case.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true.
I don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka could make sense of it.
She is...
The reason we argued about as surely as we will
never argue.
Is that all there is to it? Over.
Could you be any more...
Whatever happens today.
Me too.
and me.
Let's leave it there for today then.
Don't get frostbite.
Seems
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller, before she was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in her head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum.
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally—
What happened? Oh no.
How did this happen?
Captain, you idiot!
Last words. What did he say?
You could have at least.
I'm sorry, Bobarano.
Ah, don't worry, Bobarano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I. My sincere condolences. You were trapped.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
So,
His gears, metal. Wait. But
No, there's...
unfortunate. Then suddenly the long lost.
Where?
I didn't see any.
Oh, my mistake. It was just a. If only we could turn time backwards.
isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
Ah, so it is.
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Well, that clears it up. Cappy.
What? So case closed?
We literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gap, like how Constellation
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his... As for why he might... With the Supreme Clan, only then would the...
Do we really think he's capable of that, though?
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. Also, anything outside of the... Why don't we...
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's...
You're,
Yep, that's right.
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you to keep the titanium ore, and in terms of late...
I'm not... Never mind. I give up.
Welcome to Paimon.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone...
Sounds pretty... Still, a missing pickaxe.
A bottle of growth syrup. There's a whole invest...
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it. A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's...
Hello there. Someone was shouting a...
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it!
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. If it was the growth serum, Cappe would have been turned into a...
Also, the bottle probably would have...
Let's say one of these...
If it was the pickaxe, Cappe sure is...
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon, but you could Let's take this back to the crime scene.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Cappe's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about?
We thought the way Cappe fell looked odd, so we searched the... It could have been deliberately...
Oh,
Oh, no, you stay...
We should be good now.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
So, it was you!
I would... So,
It...
catch me if you can.
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Nekomata in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion. The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necromata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap. In fact, all the glue in this world is created by me, using my narrator powers. I make it and the residents just gather what they need.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but Wait, I'm wearing boots this time. Yes!
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
Do you call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode, I'll scale it in no...
I'm beat. I surrender.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what time to come clean. I am the narrator. The one who's been guiding you all the... Anyway,
Why are you suddenly...
I poured my heart and soul into all this. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate. I know they say that fairy tales are just made up, the reason why constellation... Then her cat trod... The goddess of fate was... So when she saw what the cat...
Who'd have thought?
You're not a fictional character. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all... The only reason the three great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further. But as it turned out, they just accepted it and carried on living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here.
Aww.
That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Bobarano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the three clans. If the three of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about.
Ah! Whose voice is that?
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be, and by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Goddess!
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story, and there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Necromata!
Just... your echo?
poor detective.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did, after 6 months in that place.
Ah, that was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
You... Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the goddess of fate at the end?
There is a world beyond our own after all.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
What's the hurry?
Yeah! Got him! Yeah! Skyward! Got him! Yeah! Skyward! Got him!
Watch out! Cha! Coming at ya! Ha-ha!
Yeah! Skyward!
What's the hurry?
the win.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
What's the hurry?
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!